A warm welcome to you. How can you read a Vedic horoscope? Today I want to show you how you can understand the meaning of your own Vedic horoscope. And at first, what is Vedic astrology? It is a completely different system than the Western tropical astrology. And Vedic astrology refers to the actual position of the stars in the sky. Therefore, you cannot use a Western horoscope for those interpretations, because the Western astrology always starts at a 0 point in Aries. This is the referring start point for their interpretation of the zodiac. And they do not take in account that the fixed stars in the sky, who are the energies, the characteristic energies of the 12 signs of the zodiac, that those fixed stars, they move very, very slowly, only about 1 degree in 72 years. But the fixed stars are not fixed. And so, for example, the fixed star Aldebaran is called the Eye of the Bull, and this fixed star is in the sign of Taurus in Vedic astrology. But in the Western tropical astrology, Aldebaran, this fixed star, is placed in the sign of Gemini. But there does the Eye of the Bull not really belong in Gemini. It is about Taurus. And so, when you use Vedic astrology, you refer to the actual position of the stars in the sky. Another example, when we have an eclipse, we had the lunar eclipse the last week. And the lunar eclipse happened in the sign of Libra, and not in the sign of Scorpio, like the Western tropical astrology tells us, because if you look in the sky, you can see the moon. The moon is important for the lunar eclipse, that the moon sits in the sign of Libra. And so I can feel those energies really more, that the Vedic astrology is more a reflection of also my energy system than the Western tropical system. What does a Vedic horoscope look like? There are two different versions how the horoscope is depicted. It is the South Indian style and the North Indian style. And I will show you those here. You can see in the South Indian chart, and chart only means horoscope, it looks a little bit more similar to the Western horoscopes you might have seen. The round map of the zodiac, where we have the 12 parts, the 12 boxes. And those 12 boxes represent the 12 signs of the zodiac. And you can see them also in the South Indian style. And they are arranged in an order. And in the Vedic astrology, they are in a clockwise order. And I normally use in my videos the South Indian style because I learned it from my teachers. And both charts, they give the same information, but they are depicted in another way. And in the South Indian style, every of those boxes is one of the signs of the zodiac. We have 12 signs. And those boxes are fixed in the South Indian style. That means the sign of Aries is always the second box from the left upper corner. And this is always Aries. And then the signs follow the natural order clockwise. After Aries, the next sign is Taurus, then after Taurus, Gemini. After Gemini, we have Cancer, then we have Leo, then we have Virgo, then we have Libra, then we have Scorpio, then we have Sagittarius, then we have Capricorn, then we have Aquarius, and then we have Pisces. This is the order. You can look them in the South Indian style. And those signs are always at the same place in this chart. In order to interpret the horoscope, you need to know from where you start to read your chart. And that means you have to know where your first house is. And more about the houses in a moment. A horoscope is an imprint of your soul plan. What you decided before you came here on earth, what you want to learn and to understand. And your horoscope starts at the moment of your birth, the time of your birth and the place of your birth. This point is the starting point of your horoscope. And important is the sign that rose on the horizon at your birth. Every 2.5 hours, a new sign of the zodiac appears on the horizon. And this starting point is called in your horoscope your ascendant. And this is the sign, one of the 12 that rose at the horizon at your birth. And it is, of course, important to have a precise time of your birth, because every 4 minutes it is about 1 degree in change on the zodiac. And so maybe if there are some minutes not really correct, then it could change the sign where you are born in, your ascendant, and then you cannot really read your horoscope in the right way. So, how do you find your ascendant in the horoscope? It is represented by the letters ASC or AC. And there are many different free chart calculators in the internet, and some of them are more confusing and not really precise. I recommend to order your horoscope, your Vedic horoscope, from our website. So if you look for to have a Vedic horoscope, then please order it in our shop. And there you can see your ASC or your AC. This marks your first house. What's up with the houses? We do not only have 12 signs of the zodiac, we also have 12 houses. Every house has a special theme. It is like our journey of the hero we all experience in our life. It is about the process of consciousness that we all experience from beginning, from being born and growing up. And this story is also seen in your horoscope. So the first house is all about your birth and coming to the world and your personality, how you experience, how you interpret everything in your life, through which glasses you look in your life. This is all about the first house. It is also about your body and your experience of the world. And then the second house is all about your first childhood and also family life. And it is also about self-worth and how you earn your money. And this is also connected to the second sign in the natural zodiac, and this is Taurus. Taurus is the natural second house of the zodiac. And in Taurus, it is all about the Earth and Venus. Every house has a ruling planet, and for Taurus, the ruling planet is Venus. And with Venus, it is all about the treasures of our life. And it is about food, it is about minerals, it is also about money, it is about the financial system and many other things. And then we go in our experience process that we all go through to the next house. It is the third house. And there you can see in this following up, we going through the houses. It is also about the chakras. The themes of the chakras are connected to the themes of the houses and also to the energy of the numbers. Everything is connected. You have to understand a bigger understanding of a horoscope. It is not only about astrology, it is about precise information about the universe and your unique spark of God you are. It is really amazing. And so everything is connected with the chakras, with the numbers, with the houses, with the signs. And so you can find so much information in a horoscope. So the third house is about to discover more of your own identity. After you were born in the first house and learned to be a part of a family in the second house, then in the third house, you discover your individuality, your creativity. You have your expression you give to the world with communication. And this is also connected to the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra. And so to read and understand a chart that gives you so much it gives you a unique picture, how you see the world, how you experience the world, how you communicate with the world, and all about your spiritual growth and your spiritual process. Everything you can find in your chart. You can find every challenge there, and also where you are mostly supported. And if you understand a horoscope, then you can find your inner potential and what will make you most happy. And by the way, you also can find a lot of information about astrology and how to read a horoscope in my Astro Book. I wrote a book about the planets, the signs, the zodiacs, the houses, and the aspects and everything you need for interpretation of a horoscope. And we are now translating it from German to English, and I think in 1 or 2 months you can purchase it in my online shop and also on Amazon. And there's so much more about astrology. There we also have the lunar mansion, the nakshatras. They give us a detailed information about you, how you experience your life. And that is really amazing what you can all find in a horoscope. And not only the houses have a meaning, also the zodiac signs on themselves have a meaning. And those meanings are really very similar to the houses and the energies. And so the sign of Aries, the first sign in the zodiac, it is all about the energies like a small child experience its life. It is sometimes a little bit selfish, it is sometimes headless, and it is very emotional. It is fiery, because Aries is the first sign. There you need the energy to grow, to stand up, and to leave the birth channel and to come to earth. It needs a lot of power. Also plants, if you know, when they grow, the first moment when they grow from the earth, they need a lot of power. And this symbolizes Aries. Aries is about also the warrior, and also about often aggressive energies. But the fiery energy, nothing is really bad or good. It is all what we are doing with those energies. Also your horoscope shows you a lot of things, but what you are doing with these energies is it's all about you. You can decide if you choose those energies in a positive way for your own growth and your consciousness awakening process, or if you do not use them in a positive way. You can decide it. Another example, the fourth sign of the natural zodiac, and also this relates to the fourth house, is Cancer. And it is about water. Cancer is a water element house. And people who have their ascendant in the sign, they are often very soft under a hard shell, really like a Cancer. And every sign has also a ruler planet. And for Cancer, it is the moon. And the moon is all about the mother. And it is about nourishing others and to take care for others. And it is all about feeling secure and home. And it is all about also your heart. And I have created an online course where you can learn how to interpret a horoscope. And this course will start in the summer on the 19th of July for the English-speaking community. So you can be part of this course if you are interested. And in this online course, we will also read in a live Zoom call every second week together a horoscope, maybe of a celebrity or an important person of the news. And in this online course, you can learn everything about how to read and understand a Vedic birth chart. And it is really amazing to recognize how accurate those interpretations are. In my German Vedic astrology course, we interpreted the horoscope of Elon Musk in my German community. And this chart is absolutely amazing, where you can see why he is such a genius, but also have some difficulties in other parts in his life. It's really fascinating to see how exact this system is. Another example, the seventh house. The seventh house is opposite of the first house. And in the seventh house, it is all about relationship and your partner. And also it is connected to the seventh sign in the natural zodiac. It is the sign of Libra. So if you have your ascendant in Libra, then this means relationships will always be a very important theme for you. And also your seventh house might be another sign. It might be a Capricorn or something else, but it is the seventh house. And so it is also connected to relationship and to love and to communicate. And our partner is our husband or your wife is always a very good mirror, a mirror for you that helps you to understand yourself on a deeper level. Everything is full of meaning. There is no accident. And so you can read your chart and you can learn it. At the beginning, it is really much to understand all those definitions of the signs and the houses, but you will start, it's like learning a new language. First, it is very difficult, but you get more and more knowledge of this, and then it gets easier and easier. And after the sign of Libra, it is the natural seventh house in the zodiac, we have the next sign, Scorpio. And Scorpio is about this deep transformation. It is about the dark night of the soul, where we can find ourselves new. It is about death and rebirth. That is in all of our lives a very important time in our life to go through those processes. and to really understand who you are and who you want to be. And then the next sign after Scorpio, it is Sagittarius. And there the light comes back. It is the natural ninth house. And it is about justice. It is about truth. And there we also have the fixed star of the galactic center that is connected to 3 degrees in Sagittarius. And that is really incredible, exciting, how all connects together and how a horoscope can help you to get higher knowledge, higher wisdom of the universe. And Vedic astrology is also called the light of the Vedas. It is all about the wisdom that we can find in the interpretation of a horoscope. And we have the days, the 7 days in the week, and every day is also connected to a planet. The planets are really very important for ourselves. So we have the Sunday, it is connected to the sun. We have Monday, it is connected to the moon. We have Tuesday, that is connected to the energy of Mars. We have Wednesday, this is connected to Mercury. We have Thursday, it is connected to Jupiter. And we have Friday, this is connected to Venus. And Saturday is connected to Saturn. And every planet also is connected to a color. And so we can learn so much about also our chakra system. Saturn is connected to our root chakra. Jupiter is connected to the sacral chakra, to the second chakra. Then we have Mars. Mars is connected to the solar plexus chakra. Then we have Venus. Venus is connected to our heart chakra. Then we have Mercury. Mercury is connected to our throat, to speaking out, to communicate. Then we have our third eye. Our third eye is connected to the sun. And then we have our crown chakra that is connected to the moon. And so, and the energies are so important to understand. They are part of us. We are not separated from the energies and the stars of the universe. So you can find so much information in a horoscope. And another very important thing is about the planets in your horoscope. We spoke about the houses, we spoke about the signs, and where you start to read your chart from your ascendant. You make your ascendant to the first house, and then you start to interpretate it. And then it is very important, where are your 7 planets? Everybody has 7 planets in his horoscope. And you look, where are they? Are they concentrated in one house? Then this means that this house might be very important and connects a lot of things and themes in it. Or if they are very separated, those planets are, or if they are connected to the lunar nodes, because the lunar nodes are also very important. In Vedic astrology, the lunar nodes, we have the upper lunar node and we have the lower lunar node. The upper lunar node is called Rahu and the lower lunar node is called Ketu. And they connect us to our destiny. They are so important. And then you can see where your planets are in your chart. This gives you the real meaning of what it is all about in your life. If you know the houses, if you know the signs, and you know the meaning of the planets and the combination of the planets, what this means. And another short example is about the 6th house. The 6th house is about health, it is about work, and it is about to serve other people. And a lot of doctors, nurses, or coaches or also if you work in the restaurant area, have their very important planets. This connects to these themes. And also the sixth house is about pets. And so if you have their prominent planets, this helps you to understand that when the sixth house is really, you have their planets, then it is really about to serve others. And if you have their difficult planets, maybe like Saturn, this also means you have sometimes some obstacles in those areas and you can solve them. Nothing is fixed in stone, also not in a horoscope. That means it is a blueprint of your soul plan. But what you are doing with those energies, if you use it in a good way, if you use those energies to grow, that is all up to you. Another important thing about the planets, every planet has a meaning, like I told you with the moon. And the sun is all about recharging your batteries. And you look where your sun is in your horoscope. This is a very important place, because there you can find inner joy and the feeling of connection to the wisdom of God itself. And with the moon, it is all about in which house you have the moon and in which sign. That tells you a lot about your ups and downs in life, because the moon is always waxing or waning. And this energy you can experience in your chart, in your life. So if you are interested in Vedic astrology, please be part of my new online course, which will start in July on the 19th. And there you can learn how to interpret a horoscope. And you will learn so much about yourself, and also, if you want, about your family, your destiny, and where you are good in, and where you find obstacles in your life and difficulties, and how to solve them. This course lasts a whole year, and you will learn a lot. You find there small videos about the meaning of the planets and the houses, and also the aspects and the yogas, because all that is important to understand more about astrology and to understand more about yourself and to open the doors to this higher wisdom. And there we also have very important our live sessions every second week, and there we read together a chart of a person who is in the news. If you are interested in this course, please register for a first free call, a phone call, and you can also feel free to write to me in the comments also about your experience with reading your own horoscope. And if you have any question about Vedic astrology, please also contact me. And I'm looking forward to see you again, maybe in my online course. All the best, much love.